Hi everybody. So I can see that 45 of us, 44 of us have joined. Let's give everybody a couple of more minutes if anybody else has to join, and then we can start. If you want to say anything, let's put it on chat, right? And then we'll start in by 8:04, 8:05 we should start. Does that work for everyone? Oh, my voice is too low. Is it? Is everybody else facing the same problem? Okay, get it. Can you guys hear me better now? Oh, okay, great. Super. Hello, everybody. I'm so glad all of us have joined. Let's just give them a couple of other minutes and then we should start. I'm glad you guys can hear me better now. Okay, I think we should start. That's a lot of us. Others can keep joining us. So formal hello again, everyone. I'm so happy all of you have joined. I hope everybody's keeping well. I know Modi ji is coming live today to tell us how the next couple of days are going to be. We can all listen to him after this. Let's just make sure we are all ready for good jobs in case he allows mobility. The job market is going to be better for us, and we all want to be ready for jobs, right? All right. Again, so today's session is going to be about LinkedIn. It's completely about LinkedIn. I know a lot of you have approached me one-on-one and you asked me how your LinkedIn should be. It really makes me happy to see that you guys are active because when I search for job openings, yeah, front end has too many openings. You guys have so many opportunities with everybody working from home and traveling becoming a constraint. All sorts of businesses moving online. All sorts of companies are all trying to, even small retail shops, they are all opening their websites. They are all trying to go remote, online, and there are apps for everything now. So you guys definitely have a lot more, I think, um, a lot more scope out there in terms of career. So, well, for you guys, quarantine and COVID worked for the good, giving you all more business opportunity. So let's try to leverage on that by being super ready for this. Couple of things before I start. I will share the PPT with you people. Don't worry, y'all will have access to it. Y'all can see it later. It will have some links, so I'll expect you guys to open the links and really use them. I'm sharing one link right now that we will be using for an activity today. So I think I have shared with you guys earlier as well, and I'm gonna share it again, right? Okay, let me quickly put it on chat. All right, so by the time that activity starts, until then, I hope all of you will have downloaded one local copy of this. I can show you how that is done. Let me share my screen. Okay, you guys can see my screen, right? Okay, yeah, I'm really happy this batch is all of you guys are like so active on your chat, so that's great. All right, so this is a link I've shared. All you have to do is file, download, Excel. Yeah. Do not request access because I will not be able to allow all of you to edit this. Then it's going to be a big confusion. Download an Excel copy of yours for yourself and we'll work on that together. All right. But that's towards the end of the session. Let's start right away. Okay, so this session might feel like it's a lot of information, but we will share a recording also later in case you want to go back to it. But it's best if you stay throughout the session and listen to everything because you can ask me questions right away. So try to make sure you ask your questions. I will answer them towards the end, but it's always good to make a note of it, right? All right, let's start. Let's build a killer LinkedIn profile. All right. So, okay, this is the formula. It's a 330 and 180-second formula. 3 seconds is what a recruiter takes, whether they even want to look through your profile or not. This is almost where they write, like, they'll search on LinkedIn front end developers, Mumbai or Pune or whichever area, enter. Then a lot of names will come up. That's when they'll take 3 seconds to decide whether they want to open your profile or not. Once they have opened your profile, then they go to the 30 seconds for the first read. In that first 30 seconds, they get to literally read your about section or they just skim through your profile. When I say skim through, it's like just scrolling through and they look at your endorsements. They look at, okay, this person even active? Is this person alive on LinkedIn? Does this person have enough connections? Very, very basic 30 seconds. If they like it, then they stay for 180 seconds, which will determine whether they want to contact you or not. So your LinkedIn has to be top notch. It has to be, as I said, it has to be killer for you to make sure you crack this 180 seconds, right? So today we'll learn how you can do that. It's going to be a slow process. Please don't get worried because we'll talk about a lot of things and a lot of us might have never even used LinkedIn. So it will be a long process, but don't freak out and give it time. Give it like 3-4 days, like work on each section per day. And then maybe by the end of the week, your whole, every section will be ready. But try to inculcate as many things as that we talk about today. If I'm going too fast, let me know. If I'm going too slow, definitely let me know. All right. So you need to start showing up in search results. Like I said, right, they're gonna write front-end developer, and they don't just mention front-end developer. They will also mention things like, your some of the skills that are required. They might mention some of the keywords like the languages or the technology that you know. So it's important for you to be able to mention them in the about section. I will talk about how, but before I talk about that, this about section also has to be really, really short. Okay, it cannot be really long. It cannot be like you've written a whole story. The whole saga of your life cannot be in your about section. about every job, about every course, about every project, it has to be mentioned in the respective sections that are part of your LinkedIn profile. About section should literally be just a summary. Just a summary, but don't keep it 2 lines. Try to write a little more. Mention what your passion is, what you like, what brings you to front end, what technologies you know, things like that. Now, the summary tells you a story of who you are. So you can use this blank space as a chance to highlight your resume. Uh, Again, your LinkedIn might sometimes be something that they open after they see your resume. At other times, they might directly approach you from LinkedIn and then they will look at your resume. So there has to be a lot of synergy between both the profiles, right? It has to be very similar looking. Um, I think I've met a couple of you earlier and we spoke about elevator pitch. For the ones I haven't, elevator pitch is nothing but a chance for you to present yourself in 60 seconds or say 180 seconds. So if you get 180 seconds, that's right, Prasanna, first Sunny Jam. So if I give you 180 seconds in an elevator and that's the only time you have to tell me why I should talk to you, why I should be interested in working with you, that exact same information has to come in this about section in your summary, right? Don't worry, I will show you guys good LinkedIn profiles also. Some of them belong to Grey Atom people, some belong to a friend, some belong to somebody from the industry, but I'll show you some good profiles so you people will get a good hang of what I'm talking about. Treat your about section like an elevator pitch. So here is an example. Does anybody have to say anything? I think someone went on unmute. Okay, fine. Just stay mute. Stay on mute. All right. So this is a good example of a summary. I'm a front-end developer with industry experience building websites and web applications. Since you guys don't have that, you can write that with enough project experience, or you can talk about your experience at Grey Atom. I specialize in JavaScript and have professional experience working with C, whatever this is called, and Angular. I also have experience working with React. Take a look at my profile and or get in touch. And here you can put in your portfolio. I think a lot of us are making nice portfolios, online profiles. So you can add a link to that over here. So I like how this is really crisp. This is really short, and it talks about the main skills that you think you really strongly have, and a recruiter will immediately know, okay, you know what, I want to at least talk to this person, right? So I like this example, and I wanted to share with y'all. Okay, so let's look at some interesting profiles, and then we're gonna keep going back to them as and when we talk about different sections. Okay, this is Aishwarya. She works with Grey Atom. She's a senior software engineer here. Okay, so this shows that she's active and she can introduce me to so many people from Morgan Stanley. Here, look at how crisp her about section is. So crisp, right? It's mentioned about the main technology she knows. She knows about her hands-on experience. She has also mentioned some of her behavioral skills, something that I usually don't prefer for a resume, but I think on LinkedIn, you can definitely mention your strong strengths, right? Can somebody tell me what's wrong over here? Try it, put it on chat. I mean, it's not wrong, something else that would have helped us more. Anybody? No? Okay, I'll show you another one and then maybe you can tell me. Exactly. Good job, Shreyas. I don't see what work she has done in these firms, right? I know she has so much experience, but if I also get to know what work she has done over there, it would have really helped. I will show another example. Let's look at Akshay. Akshay works as software engineer at Goldman Sachs in New York. Let's look at his about section. Again, very crisp. He's also written about what he likes in his fun time. Check out my projects and GitHub. He's given his GitHub link so you can see everything that he has been doing. That shows his passion. Okay, so here we can see exactly what was missing over there. They have mentioned what they have done. So not just for work, because a lot of us over here are freshers, right? We don't have any work experience. You write about what you have done in your college at Grey Atom. That is something you can mention, right? These are some of the licenses he has, and then we'll go to the rest of it. Let's look at one more example. This is Nikhil Gupta, front-end developer. Look at the number of connections. Look at the number of connections these people have. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at the about section. 7+ years of working experience in setting up front-end architecture, project requirement, gathering and analysis, effective interpersonal skills to coordinate and participate standalone or with team. So I like how it's very crisp, and it also talks about his I great assets to an organization who is okay. He's talking about himself. I'm a great asset to the organization who's working on cutting edge technologies of machine learning and artificial intelligence, which means he has idea in this domain. Look at the featured section, right? We'll go through their profiles in detail, but the about section, I hope all of you have a fair idea of how you want to write this now. Okay, so you need to stand out in search results. So make sure you add Grey Atom to your education, because a lot of companies, they already know that Grey Atom has learners, or they have a lot. We have, luckily, thankfully, thanks to our great alumni, we have a good credibility in the market, where people know that if somebody's from Grey Atom, the quality will be good. So if you add Grey Atom to your education, chances of a recruiter knowing or expecting a good quality from you will be higher, and then they will probably want to talk to you. So you want to mention that. I'm sure you guys are participating in competitions. If there is a certification you get, if you participate in any, if you do any online, certifications, any small courses, 3-hour courses, 5-day courses, make sure you add these certifications, and it shows that, okay, this person is not just talking about something, this person also has the certificate for it. This person has a qualification to talk for this particular skill. So make sure you add those. Add your projects in front end, your portfolio projects that you want to showcase, projects that, and I think another very good way of showing your front end design, your front end experience will be your own portfolio, right? When you build your own portfolio like an online resume, it has a lot of features. So that also shows that you have a good amount of knowledge there. So look at that. These things will definitely help you stand out in search results. Okay, your top skills. Skills and experience and recommendations. These are my favorite sections. I am personally trying to really build my profile on these, and I expect you guys to do the same. These sections, they also offer a lot of opportunities to, use keywords. If I know I'm looking for someone who's great with React, and if it's there in your top skills, and you have a lot of, like this, you have a lot of endorsements, then automatically I know that, okay, so many people are vouching that this guy or this girl is great with React, so maybe I should talk to this person, right, as a recruiter. So this is something you definitely want to work on. Describe your mastery of technologies and programs in detail over here. I will, as rightly written over here, please be very, very direct, and don't be repetitive. More than redundant, don't be repetitive. Don't talk about things that everybody has. Don't talk about Microsoft Office skills, because literally everybody knows how to use PowerPoint, Word, and Excel. Don't talk about things that are very easy. Try not talking a lot about teamwork, decision making, thinking. I can't repeat this enough number of times. Don't put these. Instead, clear cut talk about the technologies and skills and the knowledge you have. Clear cut, and don't keep it repetitive. Let's, do you guys want to look at an example right now, or do you want to look at examples together? Put it on chat. Can you play work? Okay, let's have a look at one. Let's have a look at one. Okay, let's look at one. Let's look at, okay, let's look at Akshay itself. So, okay, Akshay also probably wants to work a lot on getting more endorsements, but I like how, so these are the skills, the top skills. According to him, these are his best skills. So he has put them over there. And there are a lot of people who have endorsed him who can say that he's highly skilled, right? There are other skills he has. You can see how he's mentioned only technological skills. He has not put any behavioral soft skills over here, right? Except for management and leadership, because he's probably leading a team over there and he's been part of the management. So this is a good thing to add if you have had that experience. As a fresher, it doesn't make sense to add these, right? All right, let's go back. Okay, a headline. Creating your headline, which appears in the search results beneath your name and photo. Before I go into headline, your name and your photo, please have your name in proper format written over there. Don't have it in small alphabets. Don't add things like Mr., Miss, Mrs., Doctor, salutations. All of that is really not required. You can just write your name. Don't write in abbreviation. Write your full name if possible. Of course, your middle name can be just the initial first letter, but otherwise your first name and your last name should be in full form. And your photo has to be really professional. Having a photo with, chilling with friends and you're in a wedding and with your mom, with your family, with your dog. Please avoid such photos. Keep it extremely professional. Some people ask, I don't want to put a photo, but no, putting a photo in LinkedIn is really important because maximum recruiters, if they see that your photo is not there, it means you're not active on LinkedIn, right? It's very obvious that it shows that you're just not active on LinkedIn and you really don't care that much. So having a professional photo is extremely important. It's very easy, guys, girls. Just wear a formal shirt or a kurta and get a formal picture clicked and upload it. Don't have something with clothes drying in the background. Your house is a complete mess in the background and you're standing in a formal shirt. Don't click a picture like that. Be very strict about it, okay? And then you have to come to your headline. Headline. I see a lot of headlines like student, front-end developer student, fresher front-end developer, aspiring front-end developer. I mean, you are working so hard in this course. You're learning so hard. You're doing so many projects. So you need to start having confidence in your own skill set. You need to, this is a professional course, right? It's not like a 1 week crash course. It's a professional course. So please make sure you value it and you value yourself for the efforts you are putting in, and that confidence should show on your headline, right? With one simple title, you can really harness the power to craft your personal brand. It should be like short, small keywords and very, very quickly. We'll again look at, we just look at probably this one, clear front-end developer, senior software engineer again, full stack cloud, front-end developer, right? This is a little weird to have 14K plus connections, but that's fine. I'm sure it's gonna make an impact for someone who's really trying to network. So try to keep your headline really crisp and don't write looking for jobs. Kritika Agarwal, front-end developer, looking for jobs or open for opportunities. It makes you look really needy. It makes you look like a lot of that you have tried a lot and you've not got a job. So probably a recruiter will not be as interested in giving you an opportunity because you have not been hired so far, right? So you don't want to give that idea. There are other ways on LinkedIn to show that you're open for opportunities. We will look at that. Okay, so you definitely need to signal that you're qualified and you're motivated. So one very good way of showing that you're motivated is by being active on LinkedIn, and by having a very engaged profile, and by constantly updating it with all the new things you're doing. The more recent the updates are, the more motivated you will obviously look, and obviously you have to be motivated to be really that active also. You need to signal that you are qualified. This will come in every single section. It's not one section that will show that you're qualified. So let's go over all of them. We spoke about headline. We spoke about the about section. In your education section also, you need to just make sure you add gray atom, you add your undergraduation, your school. Make sure you write about, if you've got really good scores, make sure you put that. If you've got really good, you know, if you've done some interesting projects, you want to mention that. Put those in your education section. We've looked at some profiles for work experience. I know some of us come from a very different domain. Not everybody here is a fresher. Some of us come from a different background. It's all right. Make sure you write about that as well. Make sure you write about that in such a manner that some of the skills that you would have developed in your previous job, that can be married to the skills you're developing in front end, right? So try to see if you can bring a combination over there, and that is going to be a great thing to do. That's for your work experience. Courses and projects that you've completed. Now, I know that some of you might argue that we are already uploading our projects on GitHub. We might make a portfolio, then LinkedIn maybe dana hai. Is it really important? Yes, I think LinkedIn is very important because for the department that you are applying, right, the department manager will probably go through your GitHub, but the HR will not, right? The HR or the recruiting manager or the talent acquisition team, they will not look at GitHub. They may not look at GitHub. They will definitely look at your LinkedIn. And when they see that your projects are nicely updated and the projects mention some of the skills that they need, then you have higher chance of getting shortlisted or invited for an interview. So that is why your projects have to be mentioned. Of course, with every project, please you add your GitHub link. So that way when the recruiting manager or the senior manager or the department head has to look at your project, they can just click from LinkedIn. So it's easy. Skills and endorsements, we spoke about that. Recommendations. I think none of us really spoke about recommendations. In earlier times, I think last week also we spoke about, when we did a resume session, we've earlier spoken about references. References are basically people who are ready to vouch about you. They're ready to vouch for the knowledge you have, and they're ready to say that, okay, I can guarantee to some extent that person XYZ has knowledge or skill or expertise in this particular field, right? Because right now LinkedIn has the option of recommendation. A lot of times HRs, the recruiting company, they will not ask for references. Let's see who out of these 4 friends of ours have recommendations. Okay, this person has recommendations. He has 6 of them. Okay, so Nikhil is a great team player and was always incredibly professional and efficient. Okay, this is also someone who this person managed Nikhil really earlier in the past. So to whom it may concern, this is a letter of recommendation for Nikhil. Nikhil was part of the software development team here. And oh wow, that's a long one. His knowledge in front-end website development was very helpful to our team. He filled the needed skill set for Angular, JavaScript, jQuery, and other front-end tools our development team was missing. Yeah, so you guys can read this. You guys can look at these other profiles and you can look at their recommendations. I'm not going to read all of them. You guys can take a look at it yourself, right? These are recommendations she has given. With Dipen has a lot of recommendations. So make sure you look at them. All right. So that's for recommendation. Now, also please understand that taking recommendations from your friends will really not help, because it shows on LinkedIn that you know what relationship you have with this person, if you work in the same company or not, things like that. So if you keep asking your friends, then it, you know, if I'm trying to hire you, I'll look at who has given a recommendation. So try to make sure that these are people from the same industry, the people who have you either worked with or they're senior to you, probably ex-colleague, ex-employer, maybe your a college professor, maybe somebody from Grey Atom. You know, when these people give a recommendation for you, that really shows your professional side. Okay, additional details, publications, patents, courses. I mean, this is, I think, very obvious that these are all badges that you hold, right? These are all like these awards that you have. They are almost like the medals that we hang on our um, awards wall that we have in our house. So that's exactly how it works for LinkedIn. Please update all of them, especially for languages. I know our country is multilingual. People know minimum of 3 languages. But if you happen to know more than 3 languages, please mention them. If you know any foreign language, make sure you mention them. It might be your cut for a job where you might have to work with international clients, so make sure you mention those things. It really works. Projects, organizations. If you're into volunteer work and if you're looking at international jobs, I mean, who knows, right? What opportunities we get in life. So make sure you mention your volunteer work also. Especially in the West, they really value it. And even if somebody from the West is hiring for a job in India, it will add credits to your profile. Are we good so far? Do we have any questions so far, or can I go ahead? Oh, okay. I can see some good news. What? There will be jobs. 20 lakh crore package has been announced. Okay, wow, that sounds really good, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I'm going to look at, I think, Narendra Modi's announcement. All right. Neeraj, you're reading, you're in the part of the session, or are you looking at the announcement? All right, guys, let's come back. Add your blogs articles in to the featured section. As you may have seen in the profiles that I opened earlier, the featured section was quite bright. So if you have been doing things, if you're part of seminars, if you're part of, if you've written any article, if you've reviewed any article, make sure you put that in the featured section. I mean, it should show, yeah, it should really show the kind of good work you've done. And remember, going back, this shows that you're active. This really shows that you're motivated and you're constantly working towards your professional side. Oh, this is really important. LinkedIn is not just to get a job, it's also to really know what's happening in the industry. And of course, it's mainly for your professional growth. So you need to follow the right people, connect with the right people, connecting with chacha, chachi, friends, brother, sister, friends, husband, wife, uh, junior from school, college. They're all in very different stream. It will really not help. Please connect with people from your domain. Connect with senior management as much as you can. Uh, and you know, these things, this kind of helps you build a web, a network that uh, you can really bounce back from really bad situations when you have this kind of a network. I know people who are really looking for jobs and they have a really nice network on LinkedIn, and you know, sometimes they just post, I'm looking for an opportunity because, you know, or whatever, and they get offers on their post, on their comments. They get offers, or somebody or the other will refer them. So it's really important for you to follow the right people, and not just follow, make them your first degree connection. That means you send them a connection request. Now, how do you send a connection request? Connect. You people, I have had so many connection requests from a lot of you people over here. Guys, you just can't be sending connection requests without any message. firstly, your profile is not updated, so I have no idea who you are. I have no idea you're a Grey Atom learner. I have no idea you're studying front end. And then there is no message. Some of you really do give a message. I've actually seen some really good messages where they refer to another session that they have attended with me. And then I know, okay, I know who I'm talking to. I know I'm talking to, say, Sakshi. She was there in this session and she's a front-end developer learner from Grey Atom. You know, so if you add, say you want to add Shweta is the co-founder, right, from Grey Atom. And if you want to add her and you just randomly send a request, she will never remember you. But if you write a proper note that, you know, happy to connect, she will always remember, okay, I know this learner had spoken to me once, you know. So it's not just for Grey Atom. Overall, when you're sending connection requests to people, try to make sure you add a message. That way they will want to at least read your profile once. And if they read your profile, chances of them remembering you and your skill set is higher, right? So see, it has so many helpful benefits for adding a note to the connection request that you send. Okay, what is the importance of groups, hashtags, and reshares? Of course, there are a lot of good groups over there. I follow some hashtags called front end developer, hashtag front end jobs, because sometimes some companies, they don't post a job through LinkedIn Jobs. They just put a post and they put these hashtags. So if you're following the right hashtags, it will show on your profile that, okay, these opportunities are available and I can join, right? Same for groups. There are groups of professionals from around the world who are working on the same field of work, different domains, and you can connect with them if you're part of the group. Then you know what's happening, some new technology happening, some new exciting project happening. Someone is just looking for a freelancer to help with one project. You can always join, right? So these opportunities come in groups, hashtags, and definitely when you reshare a good post, you get a lot of visibility and engagement. Well, research your future boss and team for your dream job. Okay. I have a dream job. I don't know if I've told you people. I'm going to give a lot of examples from my life. So I have a dream job to someday work with Microsoft, right? They have an insane L&D team and I want to work with them one day. So when I look at Microsoft, I have done my research on who is part of the team. If I sit for an interview, who will be interviewing me, what is the process, everything. I've done all my research. So LinkedIn is amazing for people in big companies. If you're part of a big organization, no, they will tell you need to be active on LinkedIn. It's a rule. It's important for the company's image. So when you want to join a big company, you get the chance to look at all these people who are already working there. You can connect with them. You can make friends with them slowly over time. And when they have an opening, you can quietly tell them, okay, I want to join your company, and you get referred, right? So please research. Also, when you apply for a job and you know that, okay, tomorrow I have an interview, and the HR has told you you have an interview with the senior manager, then that night, 24 hours before your interview, sit on LinkedIn, research who this person is, know a little more about that person's background, who will be interviewing you. So that way you will have something to talk about, right? Okay, so LinkedIn to land a job. I think we've just spoken about your first degree network. Connect with all front end, full stack hiring managers. Add a personal message when you connect. Connect with Grey Atom alumni, because if you have a senior, right, and that person has gotten placed, then being connected with that person will help you in case he or she is hiring for their team now. Then you can join their team, or they can refer you to another company where people are hiring. And you know, when you're both from the same college or the same institute, there's always a soft corner and they will want to help you. I mean, this is a responsibility on you guys. When you all have juniors, you will want to help them. So make sure you're always connected with the alumni. And use LinkedIn to follow up after a job interview. Of course, it's a great way to connect and follow up. Okay, let's do an activity. Do you guys want to, let's not break into rooms. I don't enjoy breaking into rooms. Can everybody open this sheet? I've shared the link earlier with y'all. Let me share it again. Yeah, I've shared it again. Make sure, I'm going to give you guys 2 minutes. and download a copy, and then we'll do the activity. Let me know when everybody is ready. When I have 15 yes, I will start the activity. Let me count. I have 6. 6 yes. 7. 9, 10. Saurabh has given 2 yes. 12. Give me 3 more. All right, let's do this. All right, guys, I'm glad everybody's ready with this. Let's do the activity. Okay, so firstly, we'll do 1-1 for each, right? We'll do 1-1 for each. But when you guys talk to me, when we start doing our online coaching sessions, at that time, I want you to come ready with the whole sheet. Okay, with each of you. Each of you should have your whole sheet ready when we talk one-on-one. But right now, we'll do 1-1 for each section, okay? And let's try to help each other. You guys can totally talk on chat, go crazy. If you want to write anything, just do that, okay? Now, I hope everybody has downloaded their copies because I'm going to start working on this online course. Someone has gone on mute. Is there any question? If you have any questions, you can ask. Okay, I'm going to start. Okay, so list 5 front-end engineers or developers you have connected with. So I'm going to connect with Aishwarya right now. Okay. Oh, I'm already connected with her. Oh yeah, I'm already connected with her. I can connect with Deepen. And I'm going to write a message. I hope you guys are doing it with me. I want you people to write over here on chat who you've followed, okay? Who you've connected with. I'm just randomly writing something that makes sense. Yeah? Short and sweet. I have sent a request. Is he on my team? Is Deepen on my team? I'm not sure. I am not going to show you guys how to invite. Come on, guys, try it yourself. Does somebody else want to share their screen? Shantanu, this is an activity. This is a workbook for all of you. This link has been shared earlier. We will all be working on each question. We are on question number 1 right now. All right. So I have connected with Deepen Shah. I forgot to add his link. Do I still have his link? Yes. So I'm just gonna add his link here. Done. So when you guys do it, you will add yours. Okay? And then I want you people to put one over here. Put it on chat, guys. So I've connected with this person. If you don't have a LinkedIn account, then that's really bad because I've always spoken about it. You guys should have a LinkedIn account. Okay, Swaminathan has connected with Chetan Shinde. Okay, let's all make sure we all connect with them. They're gonna get damn scared that why are we getting so many requests? Okay. So the deal is you select connect and you write a message over here. Okay. I'm not putting a message because my message is gone. So only Swami and Archana have done their job, is it? Where is everybody else? Come on, guys, quick. Rishabh. Okay, others. I want some good LinkedIn profiles that you're adding. And you can copy paste from each other's and make sure you follow them also. You connect with them. But make sure you add a message. Okay, so that's how you do the first one. Let's go to the second. Who is your target audience? You need to frame a message that you will use to send the connection request. So the one that I sent to Deepen today was very generic. That was, hi, I am this person. If I want to connect with someone from Grey Atom, then I would definitely say, hey, this is Kritika, your, fellow colleague. In your case, you can say fellow learner, fellow colleague. Let's connect. Let's connect. Something short, just because we are colleagues, right? So I don't need something right now from them. So I've kept something really short. If it's a hiring manager, then I'm going to be like, hi, I'm a front-end developer, and I'm really excited to work. I really like your organization, and I aspire to work with you guys one day. So let's connect, right? Something like that. Can somebody put in what message you will write, what you've written for the connection request? I want some of the messages here. I've shown you all my message. Put your message. It can be very simple, guys, but I want you guys to try putting a message here. Archana, that's all you wrote. Hi, Sayali. That's really short and that's an incomplete message. Okay. Swaminathan has shared something. Hi, this is Swaminathan from this. Just wanted to expand the community network amidst this lockdown time over LinkedIn. Have a good day. I really like this, Swaminathan. Good job. Except if this person is not from Grey Atom, then you don't have to tell them about your cohort. Then you'll say I'm Swaminathan from Grey Atom, or I'm studying at Grey Atom, right? So don't write your cohort name over there. But if it's someone within Grey Atom, it's a good message. Good job. Hello, this is Amod Agarwal, just a fellow front-end web developer. Amod, good. I like how you started, but this sounds a little incomplete. You need to add a little more. Archana is here. Archana is here. It sounds like grand entry. Maybe you want to remove is Archana. It can just be Archana here. Grey Atom learner as front-end engineer. But then what about it, Archana? I mean, you're just telling me who you are. At least there has to be something for me to add you, right? So it should be something like, yeah, Archana here, Grey Atom learner as front-end engineer. Let's connect, something like that. Hi, this is Shubham, learner at Grey Atom. Let's connect. I like it, Shubham, but your grammar is all over the place. The comma, full stop. Let me quickly reframe this for you. Shubham, your S has to be capital. Grey Atom G has to be capital. Yeah, all right. Great, guys. Good messaging, but you guys can add more. You can be more creative, right? This is a COVID time. You can add something like, I hope you're staying safe. Let's explore future collaborations. Let's, things like that. So say something nice. Okay, let's move to activity 3. Are we ready? Activity 3, guys. Yes, we're ready. I get 2 yeses, I start. Hey, I'm Shraddha from FE2 batch, and as I want to explore more, let's connect. I like that, Shraddha. It's good, it's different, it's nice. I like it. Okay, so let's list 5 influencers that you want to connect with, or you want to follow. You don't have to connect with them, you can just follow. So as influencer, you guys can follow some of the Grey Atom co-founders. So can somebody follow them or connect with them with a good message and put it on chat? Whoever does it first. But make sure you add a good message also. Add someone from Grey Atom, some influencer, like maybe Mitul, Mayuresh, Shweta. Let me follow. I also want to follow somebody with a strong profile. Who should I follow? Let me just add some managing director. I can't find someone, but you guys can follow Shweta, guys. Nobody is followed. Nobody is putting a link over here. Okay, so you followed Karuna. Good job. Good job, Swami. I'm very impressed with your messaging. Hi, Ravi here. Just started learning front-end development. Just got your profile. That is just 2 times. You want to just write, started learning front-end developer, got your profile from search. Don't say got your profile from search. It sounds like you were not looking for them. Then you can write very interesting profile, great projects. Don't write just got your profile. Hope to learn from you. That is also great messaging, Ravi. Good job. Guys, I want some names over here. 5 influencers that you want to connect with. Give me some names. Okay. Shomiron Das Gupta. Let's quickly look this person up. Founder. Okay, yeah, good job, good job. Amod, good one. I have a lot of shared connections with this person. Okay, great. So I want you guys to list some people and also tell me why. So Amod, you're stuck here. Now you tell me why you followed Shomiron. And then we'll move to activity 4. Okay, I think Amod is deciding. Until Amod decides, we can move on to the next activity. Shraddha, Bhavesh, Bhatt, good one. Of course, 40 under 40 data scientists joining a very big organization right now. Okay, so Amod, a lot of people are founders of companies, but why that company? Is it something that you really like? Is it a company you want to work with? Things like that. All right, great. Goal company. Oh, great. Okay. Now let's move on to the 4th activity. List 5 good hashtags and groups to follow or join. So I'm giving you one hashtag, and that is hashtag front end jobs. There are no results for this. Let's look for a different one. Okay, there are a lot of people who follow this. There's something called developer jobs. And we're recruiting. So see, they are all recruiting. A lot of big companies hiring for this bank. Okay, so I'm gonna put this one. So I want you guys to list this, and on Slack, go ahead and share this list with your entire with your entire cohort. Okay, you will list these hashtags and you will also list the groups. So is there a group? So all the groups I've requested, half of them have not added me. Oh, look at the group, front-end developer groups. Look at so many groups. You guys totally need to add these groups, join these groups. Okay. Now, last activity is you guys need to really engage in 5 articles or posts related to front end or the domain of your interest. Now, you will either comment on it, or you will share it, you will reshare it, or you will write it. It could also be an article that you have written. I have seen some of our Grey Atom learners write really well. Go on Medium, write a blog, and republish it on LinkedIn and tag me. So if you look at, I'm going to quickly open my profile. I don't know if my out of my posts or the articles that I've written, some are, so when I write something, I share, and I put the right hashtags, I tag the right people, right? So I was congratulating a Grey Atom learner. So you have to be super active, super duper active this way. There are some articles that I have written. I can't find them right now, but yeah. So see, so this is again, I'm from learning and development. There's some learning L&D, good articles, how to, writing about business without being boring when you're writing it. So this is actually a good article for you guys to read. I'm going to share this link, copy link over here. So humanize your writing for your resume, for your LinkedIn, and for your blogs. I think it's a very good article for you guys to read. How you can write nice posts. Okay, so please share all of this over here on your workbook. Make sure you add them. Now, believe me, it might sound like I'm joking, but when I am talking to you people on one-on-one career coaching, don't come on a call if you have not finished any of this. You should have done all of that. Have at least 3 or 4 of them ready when we talk, and then I can help you become more active. All right? Great. So just here are some of the other tips. Avoid too many buzzwords. Just because some words are famous and everybody's using it, don't put it out there. Your writing on your profile should really convey not only your strengths, but also your personality. So if you're not someone who talks in very fancy English, don't put that. But if you're someone who's really eloquent, if you're someone who really talks really well, and you've written in a very copy pasted from somebody else, and you've written in a language that really is not your style of writing, then it will immediately show when the recruiter starts talking to you. So make sure your personality really comes about. Like I am someone who's very jolly, and I use a lot of exclamation, and I'm loud. So if you look at my profile, I've tried to keep it formal, but it also shows how I am as a person. Include multimedia in your profile, use links, upload images on your experiences. Please, if you make a portfolio, add that. If you're writing a blog, add images. Make it engaging. Like too much of word text can get really boring. Include extracurricular activities, volunteer work, and additional spoken or written languages. I've mentioned this earlier. Include your content like articles about your specialization, reactions to how industry is changing. One of the learners from a different field, he asked me that after this whole COVID, I want to write a post about how the industry in data sciences and front end, it will change. And he did some research and he wrote a really good post on LinkedIn. So it's actually a good chance for you guys to get visibility after you add all these influencers. And who knows, one of them might notice you and want to talk to you for a job opening. So try to be active over there. Make use of, in this case, it will be front-end LinkedIn groups. Make really good use of that. Job seeking preferences. So this will be shared with you guys, right? So make sure your job application settings, all of this is active. I'm not going to open a LinkedIn again right now, but your job application settings to who can see it. You need to make sure it's open for opportunities, is visible. When you do this, right on your profile, under your name, it will show that this person is open for opportunities. So instead of you mentioning it on your headline, I'm looking for jobs, this is a better and a more formal and subtle way of showing that you're still open to talk. Signal your interest to recruiters at companies you have created job alerts for. Yes, if you apply to companies, that will also show up on your profile for the companies who are looking to hire. So make sure this is activated. So you can see all the different features, right? These work really well, but none of them will make any sense if your profile is not updated. You really need to have a very updated profile. Guys, it's non-negotiable. It really is important, and I cannot stress enough on this. This is a very good link. When we share the profile with this PDF with you, make sure you open the link and go through it. So LinkedIn is your face on professional social media, right? And it really needs to be updated periodically. Keep adding the new skills that you build, add the details of the new projects that you build. Whenever you do a new project, just go and add it over there. Add every blog you write, every presentation you deliver, just put it out there on LinkedIn. These are some of the questions people ask. So you can put your Grey Atom experience and certifications. If you're looking for a new role, never mention that on your headline. Should I upload my resume? As a fresher, I think you can. You can upload your resume. It's not a bad idea. And especially in times like these, you want to allow them to talk to you. So you can upload your resume. Is Easy Apply feature enough? How many of you know what Easy Apply feature is? Anybody over here who can tell me what is Easy Apply? You can unmute yourself and tell me. You don't have to write it.
Like when we apply through our LinkedIn profile, like we don't have to like upload any CV or anything. They just like create a generated CV through LinkedIn account, something like that.
Yeah, that, or you would have uploaded it once and it automatically sends the same resume. Great. Let me tell you something. Easy Apply is the only thing about LinkedIn that I don't like at all, because I have been on the other side where I was hiring in my previous organization. Every time we hired, we used to open Easy Apply option for people to apply easily. But at the end of a week, I would have more than 150 applications. Now, when you get these 150 applications correctly, as I don't know who I spoke to right now, correctly as he said, it extracts information from your LinkedIn profile or the resume you have uploaded earlier, and it shows everything in the same format. So when I have 100 applications, right, it looks like a PDF, a blue and white PDF of 200 pages, back to back, back to back. So it's very easy for me to skip one profile. It's very easy for me to accidentally not notice one particular profile, right? And that's like 150 resumes in 1 week. What are the chances you will make the cut, right? So Easy Apply is never enough. It's a good way to make sure you enter the pool, but it's not a good idea to rely on Easy Apply. And when you do an Easy Apply, make sure you directly also message the HR that I have applied. And there's something called double application. You can email your resume. You can go to their own website and apply. Yeah, it's a lot of mehnat. You will have to go to the third website. You'll have to go to their own portal. You might just want to send them an email with a decent messaging that I have also Easy applied through LinkedIn for the job opening you have posted. But I would also like to apply directly because I really like your organization and I'm very excited about the work you do. So you can write something like that and send an email, but Easy Apply is not enough. So when Kritika asks, have you applied for enough jobs and you only Easy applied to 10 jobs, then I will not consider that as job applications. You have to be more active. That is it. Great, guys. That was a long session, but fun session. I'm open for any questions you guys have. Go ahead, shoot. No questions? So by the end of this week, I should see really good profiles. Either you guys didn't understand anything or you don't have questions.
Like how will we add like Grey Atom as our education, like as like is there any option, like because they ask for university and all that, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
Grey Atom is as a university there.
So I'm going to open a profile of a data science student from Grey Atom. You know, we have data sciences also, right?
Yep.
So let me see how they have added. So he's an alumni member. He's put it in education this way. Here, you can see it.
Yeah. Okay.
He has put it in both, but it really depends on your course. You can put it wherever you feel like, either. But in his case, this is the right one because it was a master's program. What else? Is it good to have a LinkedIn membership? I also don't have it, Swapnil. We don't need it. You know, while we are all at it, let me see if there are good. You want to look at some front-end jobs? Okay, I'm going to answer your questions instead of looking for jobs. Is it okay for work experience guys to put a new job profile headline or summary? No, it's a very bad idea, Ravi. If you're working in a company and they have no idea you're planning to transition, don't put your new thing over there. Maybe you can mention upskilling in front end, but don't change it completely to what. I mean, of course, you can, if you're working, say, as example, if you're working as a data scientist and you want to become a front end developer, very strange combination, but of course, if you want to do that, then you can write data scientist at this company hyphen upskilling in front end development. You know, yeah, that is something you can mention, but don't write looking for jobs. Then your current company will make sure you're looking for jobs.
Some good examples for like headlines.
I think you can keep it really crisp. Front end developer working on, you can mention some project type, you can talk about some domain that you're really excited about. I so for like he has joined this company. Before this, he used to just mention data scientist. For myself, I've just written what I do from a learning and development specialist. Budding front-end developer will make you look like an amateur. You don't want to mention that. So don't write things like aspiring, budding, fresher, because that way you are doubting your own skills, right? So make sure you keep it very crisp. You can just write front-end developer, and if you want to make it exciting, then you can add like a domain, or you can add something like front-end developer and some skill you're really good at. So you can mention that in your heading. That is also, yeah. So I think adding your skill will be a good way of getting some attention.
What about the cover image? Like I'm like most of the time I'm really confused. Like LinkedIn gives us a like a default cover image, but that doesn't really like go with the profile. Like yours and it like really like blends in with the profile. So what are like better cover
So,
pictures?
so I took this because I work in the corporate sector. I'll help you understand. So I have selected this because I work in the corporate sector and everybody is really busy, and I'm a trainer, so I try to make people's lives better in the busy life, and it's still calm. So I looked at those concepts, and it's not too busy, right? It's not a lot of elements. It's just a lot of light on streets. So it's not very engaging. So people will not get distracted from this. You know, they look at this, they'll not spend too much time looking at this, right? So try to make sure that you have something very basic. I'll show you someone. I forgot his name. I can't remember. So even he has put an award. If you look at Shweta's, you can also go a little graphic. So this is a community she had started. So she's she has a poster about Datagiri. If you look at what was Akshay's, I don't remember. Oh, his is basic. So yeah, you can put a cover photo. I like to put a cover photo because it stays in the mind of the recruiter because it's different. Not everybody does that. But keep something that's not very engaging. Keep it formal. Don't keep holy colors. Don't keep a very high HD image of something come typically in the Sony Bravia ad. So don't keep something that fun. Keep it basic. Some people like to keep mountains and all that. I don't know why. But if you can relate, then sure, why not? Was I able to answer your question?
Yes, yes.
Okay. I left my last job like a year ago. That was from a complete different area. What can I write as my profile headline? Amod, let's connect one-on-one. You can book a session with me. We can connect one-on-one and we can discuss. Or you can just ping me on Slack. But ideally, if you have quit the job a year back, then your new headline should only be about front-end development, and maybe you can hyphen or give a separator and mention the domain you used to work in earlier. That can probably help you create a niche for yourself. What else, guys? Questions? Questions? No more question? Oh, great. I'm gonna quickly share a feedback link. Please, guys, give your feedback so we'll know that what you like, what you didn't like, and we can make changes as per your experience. And this feedback does not come to me; it goes to the management. So I will not know if you say bad things also. Don't worry. Checking somebody's profile notifies them. Isn't that a bad impression? No. Why? It's good, no? It's okay for them to know. Unless you're stalking. If you're stalking, then don't do that, Rishabh. But if you're not stalking, it's absolutely okay. Like I have opened Akshay's profile 5 times since morning. He's definitely going to ask me. Anything else? Great. I think it was fun. I hope you guys had fun. I hope you guys learned. And you guys have enough ample information on how to build a LinkedIn profile. And I better get some good friend connection requests with good messages. And I better see some strong profiles out there. All right. I'm going to end the meeting. Thank you so much, guys. Please take good care. And let's all go listen to Modi ji, what he has to say. Stay safe. Good night. Bye. Session topic was LinkedIn or online footprint. Online footprint, I guess. Yeah. Session is not there. Guys, I will update it in case it's not there. I'll have to check with the team what they've done. Session topic is not there. Yeah, I'll get it updated. Thank you.